I'm Callan, this is Stacy Ann Tobin, and welcome to Safe Time Talk.
Welcome.
Where we talk so you stay sane and don't die.
Well, Safe Time Talk got started by Callan and I when he had some things he wanted to talk about but was very, very nervous and didn't want to talk about it. So to open up the lines of communication, we decided to come up with the term, "Hey Mom, I need Safe Time Talk." That meant Mom had to zip it. I had to open my ears to listen and not listen to respond, not listen to yell, not listen to do anything, just listen and take it all in so that we can have a really good discussion and get down to the root of things so that we can have better communication between us. And now we don't even use the term Safe Time Talk.
It's become a staple.
Because we just talk about whatever we want. So today we're talking about the summer months are here and rules are starting to relax now.
But as the title of the episode says, slow the muffin down.
That's how Callan feels. So we actually have 3 different views on this topic.
All represented by me, her, and our special guest today, our first one.
Yes, and you know who our special guest is?
It's someone who served in the military, a veteran, and owner of the Seabreeze 2, our grandpa.
Yay!
Everybody, good to see you. Hello to all.
Yay! So we are going to talk today, like I said, about the 3 views. Are we all in there?
Yep.
3 views on what's going on and how things are relaxed and how we feel about it, and being able to just talk about it and do that. Just talk about it. Not why do you feel that way? Why do you feel? Just talk about it, how we feel. So Callan, you're the strongest on this. How do you feel about all the relaxation and
well, like I
back?
said, people are just becoming foolish, some of them now, because they believe that because summer's arrived and they got vaccinated that they're free to do anything. I mean, that they believe they don't have to abide by the rules.
They feel it's a cure versus just something.
It's just a shield per se. It's not the sword.
Okay.
So, yeah, the idea
That's a good one.
is...
I like that. The shield,
Yeah.
not the sword. I like that.
The idea is to keep following the rules, even if you're double vaxxed. Unlike me, I'm going to be double vaxxed by the time we're making
Right,
this.
you have your single vax.
Yeah.
And you'll be getting yours next week, the second one. And with the single vax, and how do you feel about that once you're vaxxed? Do you feel like you'll want to go out a little bit more?
I guess I'd like to do that.
And how do you feel about the mask?
I don't complain. I don't want to. I don't need to.
Yeah.
It's just something that's there. It's just a little annoyance for a big old thing that's keeping us safe.
Right. Yeah, I know. I have to say, I want to take a moment because I want to say how proud I am of you. Because
Thank you.
Last year, at the height of the pandemic, you graduated from middle school.
Yeah, I'm high school. I'm freshman.
Yep. And you had your birthday in there. You also had a confirmation that should have been made. And those were all changed. And you didn't complain a bit.
That's because, for 2 out of the 3, I didn't even want to leave the house. Mainly because I didn't want to wear long collars that strangle your neck.
So you were happy everything was virtual and Zooms and things like that.
Yep. I'm gonna miss it, honestly.
Yeah. You flourished in this time, especially in school.
It's like an animal's natural habitat, like the one that we have out there.
Yeah, you're everyone has different views, but you really flourished during this time. You took this time and really adhered to everything, and you just blossomed. You took homeschool, being a virtual learner, and just you flourished during this time. I'm really proud of you for taking this on, and no complaints. You just rolled with the punches and knew this was my,
Yeah.
what we got to do to get the country back on track, and you did what you were supposed to without a complaint, and I'm really super proud of you for that. So I'm double vaxxed, and I still wear the mask because I wear it because I feel when I'm around people I don't know, I want to keep it on because like you said, the vaccine is that it's just not a cure. It's there to help protect you from getting seriously ill. Or not being hospitalized. So For me, I do it to protect you, protect me, and also there's many children who haven't been vaxxed yet, or also the vaccine is a choice too for some people. There's, they have their own reasons for, and so I want to help protect them, and I would hope that they would do the same for others. But that's how I feel it. I'm kind of in the middle of all this. I'm not quite. We kind of made the best of our home life during, the pandemic.
Our home is the greatest to us.
Yeah, we really did. So we're kind of like, we'll take our time going back into society. We really kind of gelled. Our family we flourished during this time, and we really liked being a tight knit group.
You bet.
So for us it's a little hard, but we have Grandpa here, and Grandpa has,
What do you think?
his views, being that you're in the age group that this really took hold of most. How do you feel?
Well, I feel like I have to protect myself because I am that age, and I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm anxious that it made things easier for me, truthfully, because we stayed in the house. It's been a much easier item. We don't have to go out unless we want to go out to visit the stores. And when we stores, we put our masks on. I keep mine on all the time just because I don't know where we're going from when we get up in the morning until we get bed at night. And but I'm constantly watching TV and seeing different things happening.
Same.
With people who are not listening. The doctor's saying you should do this and people don't do that, and it's kind of upsetting for us because we are older and we are more capable of getting hit with this thing than most others. So we protect ourselves. My wife and I live in a home in Colonia and separate from the kids.
Yeah.
And we're on our own. Luckily we have some nearby friends that are next door neighbors that take care of us and help us out if we need anything, and we're very fortunate that way. But we have to be careful, and I just can't go jumping into the pool and not being secure in what's happening around me.
Yeah.
And we need more of that because I see a lot more people doing what they're not supposed to do, yet the numbers are going down. So my basic point is be prepared. Wear a mask if you feel like you want to, but try now to go out and do a little bit more, but be careful.
Yeah.
Agreed.
What and speaking of the mask and how we feel about going out, let's talk about some of the things that were positive with having to stay home and having to kind of, the world kind of stopping for a while. What are some things, Callan, that you want to take with you as we move forward? Not all of it was, bad, as far as what are some things that you want to take with you moving forward? What are some
I think one of the main things I want to take with me moving forward is to just at least stay home more often, even when you're not feeling sick. Because this thing struck fast in a lot of people when it first happened. You could have it and not even know you had it.
Mm-hmm.
And you could pass to other people just because you didn't want to follow the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I feel like I want to take away from this, honestly.
But what are, and not just talking about being sick or things like that, but just from being home, like you said, wanting to stay home more often than going out. Do you find that you felt like you didn't have to be around a lot of people all the time to be happy? Did you find happiness within yourself?
I did find that, because I feel like what's pushed a little too much is the idea that you have to be around more people so you can feel happy. And sometimes that may usually just lead to peer pressure, per se.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I Actually, I found a lot of happiness at home with my family here.
That's great.
And
For
that's
me,
one of the best
yeah, for
parts.
me, what I found was during the pandemic, and then everything that was happening during the pandemic that was seen on TV and on our social media accounts. For me, as we were coming back to a new normal, is that I don't want to go back to the way things were. I want to see some changes made, and I'm going to help with that. And that's what I've been doing through this whole pandemic, from the beginning of getting our doctors and nurses the proper PPE. I think that, our senators are tired of me writing. That I'm on all kinds of agendas, but it's out there and being active to get what these people needed from the beginning, and then getting people food when people were losing their job. People were getting the food that they needed. Places, it wasn't so good for a lot of kids. There was abuse. I wanted to get help for them. So I joined a lot of groups during this time that are helping people, and I hope to continue that to make change. Mental health became a big component this year. Everyone was talking about it, and I want to continue that too. So I don't want to go back to the way the world was pre-pandemic. I want to go to a better world. And how do you feel about that as you're, through the years? Have things gotten better? What would you take out of this pandemic that was positive? Everyone's harping on the negative. What's some of the positives that we can, out of this?
Well, I got something to add. These Zoom meetings have been very helpful. We haven't had that prior to the pandemic, but we had to go through with it. But it's proven an asset to me because I have some difficulty getting around now. A little bit harder for me to get around. Right now my wife is driving me around rather than the opposite. And I get to see the people that I've been working with, for instance, the MS walk, and then having the ability to get up on the internet to get people to help donate rather than me going to see them or see them in person or try to bring them in person. Same thing with the Relay for Life for Cancer and my drum and bugle corps.
Yeah.
Skyliners.
Yeah.
Talking with the director and then talking with the board of directors as to what should be happening. How should we control ourselves with this pandemic? Our corps hasn't gone on the field this year, but we're getting ready for 2022. But hoping we can help out and help the people of 2021 who are going on the field this year for drum corps, and hope to build up their handling of things, and hopefully they'll be very good, and hopefully we're getting back to a little bit of more normalcy in drum corps itself too.
Yeah.
So I hate to interject that, but that's how I feel, and it's easier for me to get around and go by the Zoom, and now I just relax and take it easy on the weekends. And people used to drive nasty before this pandemic. During the pandemic, the driving has been much more. The people have been nicer. The people have been helpful. And it's really been great during that way.
Right, yeah. I hope that
pandemic
continues.
Yep.
A little bit kinder, a little gentler.
Correct.
Agreed.
And I think too, with charities and stuff like that, with the Zooms you were talking about, I think more people can get involved. When maybe you can't make it somewhere, or like you said,
Right.
like maybe you have, so it's difficult to get around. You
Right.
can incorporate and include more people, being more inclusive. I think that was good, especially with some of the music things that are going on, and getting
Sure.
new fans and stuff, because you're able to participate and not have to travel cross country to see someone. So I think those kind of things I hope stay, and
Right.
everything like that.
Right.
And anything else that you would like to stay during this,
Same.
coming out of this? Same as we think, or do you have anything that you like?
Same as you.
Same as me? Yeah.
I honestly just want to have everyone learn a lesson from this. That's the main thing I want everyone to have.
Yeah. So we're gonna
Hi.
end right there.
Yep.
And like Colin said, we hope that you learn something through this whole thing and carry it with you to our new normal.
Follow the correct rule.
And
maybe.
if someone doesn't agree with you, just talk it out. Right?
Yep.
Talk it out. We don't have to yell at each other. We don't have to be nasty with each other.
No need for madness.
Just talk it out. Like we have different points of view. Let's just get back to a better
Yeah.
place than pre-pandemic, right?
You
All
bet.
right, thank you,
Sounds
Grandpa.
good.
Thank you,
Nice good to me.
thank you,
for
Grandpa,
having me.
so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Thank
you being
you.
offered.
Okay, so
Well, we'll see you next time. But until then, have a great day and enjoy June and happy Memorial Day too. Goodbye.
Bye.